Hello everyone, welcome to next session. So we have successfully pointed our Wiremock, the Java API on our local system to the remote instance, Wiremock instance. So now what we need to do is we need to create a mapping and test it, right? So first what we will do is we will discuss the save mappings later on because there are different ways to save it. So first we will discuss setting the mapping on the remote instance. So to start with, first what we will do is one mapping we will keep this one mapping we will create without this response file. We'll give a string literal. So what I will do is I will simply create a mapping here. Now it's up to you, you can create a separate class also for these stub mappings. In our upcoming sessions we will discuss different functionalities where we will create a separate classes. So here to differentiate it, what I am doing is I am giving it 1 and 2, right? So our first stub will be with the response body file and the second one will be without body file, right? So we will simply give here with body, right? And this is the response. So what I will do is I will give the response like this, right, as a string. Now what we will do is now we need to run this. So even if I am running the project here, even if I am building it here, but the mappings will be loaded on the remote instance here. So you will be able to see it in a while. So as you can see now mappings are loaded, right? So for the first stub mapping, as you can see, it is showing body file name, and for the second stub mapping it is the string as the body, right? Now we will test this. So now our connection is successful for Java API to the remote instance. As we can see the mapping. Now these mappings are on the in server memory. Once I will stop the server, these mappings will be gone, right? So what I will do is I will go back here and I will go to Postman now. Let me copy this and I will go to Postman. So first step one, right? So one important thing we need to do here is we need to change the host name now. So what I will do is I will simply give the IP and I need to click on send. Let's go back here. 1 second. Okay, we have given the wrong port number. 1 second, we need to update the port number also here, 54065, right? Now I click on send. So now very important thing you need to note here. So now it is trying to get the file, that is stub response file, from the files directory which we have discussed earlier. That's what I told in the previous session. These files are of no use here because you need to have all the file reference which are provided in your mapping here itself in the files, right? Now let's test the second stub mapping. So second stub mapping is working perfectly fine. Why? Because there the response we have given in the string itself, that is in the mapping itself. We are not giving any reference to the file response file. So how you can correct the first one? So we just need to copy this file from here. So even if you are creating a new stub mapping, what you need to do is you need to create the file here like this, right? So as of now what I will do is I will simply copy this file and I will place this here. Once this is copied, we will test our first mapping again. Now I have the file here and now I need to test this. So what I will do is I will simply click select one and So now as you can see, it is working perfectly fine, right? So to double check this, what we will do is we will make some changes here. Okay. So I will open this is notepad. Alright, so I will simply give here, let's learn. Alright, I'll save it, and now let's test this if it is picking up this or not. So as you can see, this is working perfectly fine, and similarly the second one also is working fine, right? So that's how the mappings work on a remote instance. If you are giving the file, you need to take care that you need to giving the reference file, you need to set on the create on the server itself on the files directory, right? Let's move to our next session, and we will discuss how you can save mappings in different ways on the remote instance. Thank you.